Statements given to Gardaí by the victims told how Gallagher had approached them, asking them to come into the laundry room as he needed help fixing various machines. The statement outlined how the unsuspecting women were asked to reach behind them into the machines while Gallagher fixed the pipe. A worker at Lough Derg pilgrimage site duped unsuspecting women into helping him fix machines at the retreat so he could sexually assault them. Tomas Gallagher fooled his 5 victims into thinking they were helping him repair washing machines and tumble. They love fucking repeating themselves, don't they? Like these fucking newspapers, man. During a series of incidents at the renowned religious site. But instead of helping the workman, the innocent women found themselves being assaulted after the 42-year-old preyed on the unsuspecting women. Details of the plans hatched by Gallagher were outlined before Letterkenny Circuit Court. He also pleaded that in the same period and location he did attempt by inviting, inducing, counselling or inciting a child touching.
Wow, whoa, dude.
Yeah, that's a rough one.
Why didn't you lead with that? Jesus. Oh yeah, he just happens to be what the
I love legal language, isn't it? Like it almost makes it sound respectable. Like you did on the 27th of November, you did indeed invite, induce, counsel, and incite a child. The victims, who cannot be named to protect their identity, range in age from their early teens to more mature women in their later years.
How later? Like 60s, 70s?
Well, it's a pilgrimage, so
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so it's
you're
got to
right.
be,
You have to take what you can get, right?
Yeah, so it's got to be women in their 60s, early 60s upwards. All of the offences took place in 2022 when Gallagher worked both as a maintenance man at the retreat, as well as driving a boat, taking pilgrims to and from the island.
It's like this place that people stay overnight or over the weekend, and he worked there, and that's why there's washing machines and stuff there.
Yeah, so they're pilgrims. I think they stay for a week, or I'm not sure. Like I have a vague memory knocking around my head about St. Pilgrim or St. Pilgrim, St. Patrick, St. Pilgrim.
What the fuck?
St. Patrick, the Holy Ghost is working on me now. Like maybe Hashim's port are out there chanting and they're getting into my head. Yeah, that he went to this part of Donegal and he travelled through Purgatory or something for 40 days and 40 nights or something like that. To honour that and remember it, pilgrims go there, and I think they've no access to anything like the books or newspapers, social media. But apparently washing machines are allowed. There's washing machines and dryers in Purgatory, apparently.
Well, I mean, you can't have people, sleeping on flea-infested bedding, right?
Well, in the good old days, you would, like there's self-flagellation. You'd be stuffing horsehair down the back of your jumper, whipping yourself with a bramble branch, and the good old days when things were right and proper.
Yeah, but now we have health and safety. So I guess this guy was just kind of balancing things back out by assaulting them, and then that's you're
old
putting
school
in the work for the Lord there.
Yeah, old school, old school Catholicism. It's a bonus, really, when you think of it. It's a guided tour, some prayer, and a little bit of salt. Memories, I think that's what they call it, isn't it? Making memories of the time you went up to Donegal. Lay into Sarah when you go back to school and write your essay, what you did over the summer months. So all of the events took place in 2022 when Gallagher worked both as a maintenance man at the retreat as well as driving a boat, taking pilgrims to and from the island. So a taxpayer, can't say too many bad things about him. As long as you're paying tax, you're okay. You should get to assault who you want as long as you're paying tax. Barrister for the state, Miss Fiona Crawford, BL, investigating Garda Joanna Doherty, outlined the details of the incident. Statements given to Gardaí by the victims told how Gallagher had approached them, asking them to come into the laundry room as he needed help fixing various machines. The statement outlined how the unsuspecting women were asked to reach behind them into the machines while Gallagher fixed the pipe.
What? Sorry, like behind themselves?
I don't know. So the statement outlined unsuspecting women were asked to reach behind them. Oh yeah, so he must have. Yeah, so they must be facing away
from the machine.
Who
falls for this?
I don't know.
Oh my God.
Well, you see, it's a trusted position. It's a trusted position, you know.
The guy who fixes the washing machines is in a
Yeah, because they're
trusted
they're, they're,
position.
they're they're a pilgrimage site, so you know, no
Yeah, but he
evil.
wasn't fucking ordained. You know, there's not like a team of maintenance men that the Pope ordains to spread out around the world and fix all of our fucking washing machines.
I know, but it's like, you know, going to McDonald's. You're not expecting Kentucky Fried Chicken, you know. So you go to a pilgrimage site. You're not thinking, okay, well, you know, okay, I'm going to go there, you know, go on a retreat, do some prayer, then do some more prayer, then some more prayer. At
Mm.
no time does it enter your mind like, okay, I'm going to be assaulted. I've been here 3 days and I still haven't been assaulted.
You're neither going there
What's
to
going
fix
on?
a washing machine.
I know, but you know, but it catches you off guard. Like if I went away on a holiday, you know, and the maintenance man said, "Listen, can you give us a hand?" I go, "Yeah, yeah, no problem." And he goes, "Okay,
Okay.
just would you reach into that washing machine there and just you know, grab that pipe for me." But the first thing I would do, I would, you know, get down on my knees, so to speak, and I would open the drum and I'd go to have a look for the pipe, you know. But then if he said
Sure.
like turn around, no, I need you to turn around and grab it. I would have a moment where I'd have to go, well, okay, well, hang on, what do you mean? Why do I have to turn around to grab it? But then if he explained, you know, okay, well, you know, because I'm going to put it through, and if you reach behind, your arm extends longer that way or something. I don't know. It would raise suspicion, but at no point am I thinking, okay, I'm going to be assaulted here. You know, I'm going to think, how what was he going to do? Is he going to jump over the washing machine, put me in a chokehold, you know, wrestle me to the ground, put some fairy liquid on my ass or something, and then, you know, have his wicked way with me? Um, I'd probably go, oh, this is a bit weird, but yeah, okay, fair enough. Like, so the statement outlined how the unsuspecting women. So there was no, you know, there was no kind of notion that, you know, this could turn sour. But either that or women are just fucking stupid across the board, or a large majority are just very trusting. Probably shouldn't be allowed out of the house. But I think we're dealing with a criminal mastermind here, this Gallagher, so he could fool anybody. You know, anybody would have, you know, succumbed to this fucking grand scheme.
Hmm.
So the statement outlined how the unsuspecting women were asked to reach behind them, reach around into the washing machine while Gallagher fixed the pipe. Now this takes some planning. Like, you just don't come up with this on the spur of the moment. You know, you're not overcome by the Holy Spirit and, you know, or divine inspiration. And this is like you have to sit down, plan this out. And it's probably all that traveling back and forth on the boat as well. You know, it's like all that time to think and plot and plan.
Hmm.
Or maybe you found a manuscript or something, and this was, you know, on the last page, like some horny fucking monk had given him the blueprint, but it was one of those old washing boards at the time. So the women thought they were holding a pipe, but instead they were gripping the accused man's penis. That's not good. Like, so, I don't know. That's either a big penis or a small fucking washing machine. Like, how do you get your dick into a washing machine?
Yeah, there's a lot of things about this story that don't make sense. Like, how do you not tell the difference between a cold copper pipe and a warm, soft, fleshy thing?
But see, it wouldn't be a copper pipe, like, because when I read the story, I pulled the washing machine out because I was thinking, like, this is fucking genius. Like, how do I do this myself? Like, I'm going to start inviting my neighbors into the fucking house to help me with the washing machine. See if I can get my kid into the fucking into the tumble dryer,
Right?
and, you know, get a free grope out of it. The tubing is plastic.
Yeah.
It's plastic
Okay, that
tubing.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably what we'd say, maybe, I don't know. I don't know the diameter. So maybe say an inch diameter.
Yeah.
But it's kind of ribbed, you know. I don't know about you, but I don't have it. I don't. My dick isn't ribbed. I
No.
know you can get
As much
condoms.
as women would love that,
Yeah,
no.
I know there's the rib for her pleasure, but I don't think dicks come ribbed, or, you know, like those hoses where they're kind of you stretch them out and they're extendable. Um, so again, I had a look at the back of the watch. There's no kind of entry point on my dryer. So there's the outlet pipe,
Hmm.
which is fairly big. Maybe I haven't given it enough thought, but this guy obviously has, because somehow he's managed to get his dick through the hole in the back of the washing machine and have it dangle inside the washing machine, and then get these women to reach behind them, poke around until they feel a pipe, and then grab hold of it. So on one occasion, Gallagher told one of his victims to twist the pipe
Oh
like
no.
like she was revving a motorcycle,
Oh no.
like rum 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 rum.
Oh.
So at that stage, he's going to have to be hard, isn't he? Because
Yeah.
like to rev a flaccid penis.
I mean, that hurts,
Yeah,
It should hurt. It's kind of like when your friends, when you were a kid, grabbed your arm and then twisted it in opposite directions, that kind of thing.
yeah, Chinese born, huh?
Yeah. I forgot about that
Yeah,
completely.
Donegal born. It's a whole different meaning. Like he's planned this, like so. He's probably lubed up. We probably has some axle grease from the boat or something, and he's smeared it all over himself. Again, you'd have to say rev it like a motorcycle, but you couldn't say shake it like a ketchup bottle or something like that, because that would be just weird. Why would you need to shake? Or you could say wiggle it back and forth like and
Yeah, to get the stuff out. Whatever
yeah.
it might be, gook or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yank it. Oh, not too hard. Hang on, push it back, yank it, push it back, yank it, push it back. There you go. Just like that, keep that rhythm going for a while. Gallagher told another victim that the pipe would be soft and moist. Yeah, so that's Again, it's because people know that a pipe isn't generally soft and moist. It's normally rigid, plastic, and ribbed. And I know if I put my hand into a washing machine and I felt something soft and moist, generally the first thing to do is take your hand away very
Yeah.
quickly. It's like, what the fuck is that? And what the ugh? And then you turn around and have a look, and then if you see a dick staring you in the face, well then there's all hell to pay. There's fucking washing machines going flying. There's washing powder all up in the fucking air, and there's blood all over the floor. So an older victim was approached by Gallagher, who asked her to reach behind a dishwasher and hold a pipe. But she knew immediately it was no pipe, as it was warm and soft and
Duh.
felt like a penis.
One woman out of all of them
No,
figured it
well,
out.
yeah, unless the younger ones just they hadn't held a dick before, but this was an older, more experienced woman who, blindfolded.
Many.
Yeah, once you've held one, there's no mistaking holding a dick in your hand. It's a
Jesus.
unique feel to it because it's warm and wet and a little bit of hair bustling against her fingers. The woman couldn't see it, but the shocked woman jumped back and shouted, "What the f is that?"
Yeah.
As you would, the woman didn't tell anybody else about the incident that day, but felt upset and did later tell her daughter about what had happened. On another occasion, Gallagher asked a young teenage girl to help him with a washing machine and asked her again to hold the pipe. Grabbed the pipe and told her to hold it there as he chatted to her about school. All right, that's not good now.
Wow.
Yes, tell me about your school.
That is fucked.
Yeah.
That is absolutely. I don't know, man. They should have led with the fucking non-three, man. Really?
I know, especially in this day and age, you need to grab attention straight away. However, the girl told how the pipe didn't feel like plastic, but was warm and had a rubbery texture, and it felt sticky or sweaty. Dear God,
Wow. So he doesn't shower often.
Either that, or he has indeed looped it up, or he's got excited very quickly and it was over. We put it on the quick cycle, so to speak. Like a 1 minute wash. Like another teenager told in her statement how Gallagher asked him to assist her with a tumble dryer. Guy's getting everywhere, and told her to put her hand behind a wooden board, and he told her to hold something. He told the girl to hold the pipe harder. And then loosen.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh at this.
You should. This is fucking hilarious. It's terrible.
Except
But
for
it's
the fact
fucking
it's happening to a
hilarious.
child.
Yeah, I know it's a child. It's a teenager. We can, we'll get in trouble, because it's a child. They're teenagers, or in Muslims terms, old women.
Middle age.
Yeah, they are. But it is fucking terrible. But because it's so absurd,
It's fucking hilarious.
it's
Actually.
hilarious.
Yeah. Sorry.
So he
but
started,
it is.
hold it harder than lose. And as a judge, can you imagine as a judge having to sit there with a straight fucking face and listen to this, to do this? Like it's just mental. Hold the pipe harder, then loosen it. Excuse
Right.
me. Then to increase her grip. Before he said, "Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's it, right there. That's a perfect grip."
Oh, for fuck's sake.
The young woman then said the pipe was squishy, wet, and warm. And when she stood up, she saw Gallagher's penis sticking out from the zipper of his trousers.
Oh, he got sloppy.
Yeah. Well, that's it, Yeah, he'd gotten away with it for so long. It's probably years of this, there'll be fucking people coming out of the woodwork now, like, people just thought it was some sort of miracle, or they were delighted that they were able to help him. Because he's probably guilted them into this, It's like, like you said earlier, like maybe people did have doubts or suspicions and going like, oh, I'm not putting my hand in there, like, and he's going, look, all the fucking, all the pilgrims are here. If we don't get this washing machine working, like, everybody's going to be stinking. Everyone's here for 2 weeks, like, so, I need your help in the name of Jesus and St. Patrick, please, you just help me out this one time. It's hubris has kicked in, and now he's 1 week away from just whipping it out and then convincing people, yeah, it's a hose, it's a hose, just fucking grab it, twist it, rev it, pump it, like one of those child's toys, twist it, squeeze it, shake it. One young woman eventually came forward and told the person in charge what had happened, which led to others coming forward making complaints, of a similar nature against Gallagher. He claimed the woman had got up and left for no apparent reason, and he had been left nervous and embarrassed by the incident. However, he later admitted the offences and entered a guilty plea. Victim impact statements from the women were read out in court, while 2 young women chose to read out their own statements. One young woman fought back tears as she told how, despite being the victim, she felt ashamed and disgusted by what had happened, and often thinks about if she could have stopped this from happening to other women.
That's valid. Yeah, if you
Yeah.
had if you were victimized, you should tell someone who is in authority so that it doesn't happen again to other people.
Yeah, like, this is fucking wrong. Like, this could turn women off doing the fucking washing. You know what I mean? Like, men everywhere will have to wash their own clothes. Like, if these women are fucking traumatized by washing machines, like the mere sight of a washing machine now triggering. Like, think of driving past the laundrette and you're triggered. I don't know how to work a washing machine myself. Like, it's a fucking mystery to me. Like, let alone get my dick through one. So this Gallagher man needs to go away for a long time. Like, an older victim said she feels vulnerable and intimidated by what happened, and that she is sorry that she did not speak up sooner, but she was afraid that people would laugh at her and not believe her. And she quite liked.
Well, we're laughing at you now.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe she fucking liked it. Maybe she was asking for it. She went in there wearing a little fucking mini skirt, like Macron's missus. Another victim told her she was a student, but failed her exams because she became depressed after Gallagher's assault on her. And that's a cope right there. You failed your exams because you didn't fucking study. It wasn't because you couldn't get the squishy Mickey out of your mind. But maybe it is. Maybe I say I'm a man, so I can't get into the
Well,
mindset
look,
of,
I can see, you having some kind of mental difficulty, but depression wouldn't be it. It'd be more like PTSD.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I've never been sexually assaulted, at least that I can remember. I was almost sexually assaulted as a child by a Christian brother, but that didn't happen. One of my friends was, I think, a man in an arcade showed him his dick, offered him £5 to play with it, but he didn't. He tried to offer him to 10, but he wouldn't go that far.
Whoa! Jesus, that's balls, man.
Yeah, dick and balls. But he wasn't very traumatized. Another guy I knew was a rent boy. He was pretty fucking traumatized. That has to be said. But again, I just don't know. I don't know if I had accidentally grabbed a dick, if it would ruin my life, or cause me to fail exams. But again, who knows? Like, dicks have different effects on different types of people. A teenage victim said she'd been forced to attend counselling. That's not very fucking nice now, is it? Like,
no.
So what does she mean? Like, like gunpoint? Get in there and talk about that dick you touched in that washing machine. Maybe there was a washing machine in the counsellor's office or something. Like, that's a weird way to frame that, isn't it? Like, so maybe she means that, because of this, She
She
was
had to.
forced. She had to go to counselling.
Emotionally, she had to.
Yeah,
Maybe. Yeah.
yeah. Forced to attend counselling because of anxiety, and that she is now always on edge and simply cannot trust men. Okay. Yeah.
Oof.
Maybe just just stay away from strange men who ask you to fucking turn around and put your hand into a washing machine or a mystery box. Like,
Mm.
I imagine going to the cinema would be difficult for her when the guy, she's on a date with, asks her if she wants some popcorn,
Oh.
and he has the popcorn on his lap, and it's like, come on, put your hand in deeper, deeper, rev it like a fucking motorbike there to get a good handful
I've
of
hit the
popcorn.
M&Ms down a bit deeper.
Yeah, deeper, 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 deeper. You'll have to get your face in there. You'll have to get your head right into that fucking bucket of popcorn. Just
Oh, we are bad.
don't chew. She decided not to come to court as she feared that seeing Gallagher again would trigger her anxiety. Fair enough. Another woman who now lives abroad and gave her evidence by video link told how she lives in an apartment with a lift. It's a strange housemate living with a lift.
What?
It's got to be a tight fit. Like, how do you get the lift up and down the stairs? Like, fucking, I don't know. People are strange. And if a man gets into the lift, she can't stop thinking, what if?
Oh, what if what?
Yeah, I know, right? What if he asks me to, press the button for the ground floor, or turn around and press the button for the ground floor? What do you want to get trapped in the lift? And then he goes, don't worry, I'm a lift repairman. If you could just hold that pipe for me, turn around and hold that pipe when I get this lift working again.
Could you imagine? Your
No,
fucking luck. You get burned
yeah,
again.
yeah, burned twice. Oh, how did I fell for it again? Oh, you never learn. You trust people, and you just every fucking day of the week, some dude's getting me to hold his dick unsuspectingly. She said she realizes that she should not tar all men with the same brush, but Gallagher's
Oh,
attack,
thanks.
had made her an angrier, wearier, and a meaner person as a result.
Ooh, wow.
She added that she does feel disgusted by what happened, but sometimes feels glad that he had chosen her and that she had alerted the authorities to what was happening, as she hated to think what number of victims might have been. A dick martyr, like, a dick jihadi, willing to go out there and take one for the team. Gallagher took to the witness stand.
Did he plead guilty or not?
Yeah, he pled guilty. Like,
Oh, okay.
he placed his dick on the Bible and gave evidence in the Bible. Like, tried to hand it back to the court clerk. Oh, you have to tug it a bit harder. It's stuck to my hand. Yeah, that's it. Rev it like a motorcycle. Stuck. Gallagher took to the witness stand and said he wanted to apologise to his victims. We offered him €10 voucher for the local laundrette, free washing machine repair for the next 2 years.